Kicking for Tallahassee, number 6, Stephen Messner. 23 received the ball. He is tackled by number 11, John Jackson.
Stop it for the player.
Mr. Sumner and quarterback for the Suncoast Triangles. Pass incomplete, out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10. Run over right tackle. Ball carried. Number 7, Barry in green. He was met by a host of Tallahassee tornadoes. 3rd and 8. Shotgun formation. Flag on the play. Number 62 on the tackle for the Triangles. Timeout, Tallahassee Tornadoes. Covered by 91. tackled by number 99, Edward Tallahassee. Fumble on the snap. Tallahassee recover. We got the fever. We're high. We cannot be stopped. We got the fever. We're high. Number 7, Eddie Williams, at quarterback for the Tornadoes. Jam up in the middle. Number 40, the ball carrier. It's against the Tallahassee. Eddie Williams, number 7, pass is incomplete. By number 7, Eddie Williams. Fourth and 44, Paul Davis. It's a short punt, but a good roll. Ball drops on the 48-yard line. It's down by number 50, John Grayson. Selman back to pass. Number 7, Eddie Williams, at quarterback. Hands off to number 21, Terry Jefferson, met by number 57, Eric Lane. Let's go! Get him, Brian! Get him! Number 7, Williams, on the carry. Pick up of about 35. Fumble on the snap. And the Suncoast Triangles will take off. Now do something with it, maybe.
I'll be mad.
Hand off by number 11, Mr. Selman to 21. No gain on the play, number 21. Sanders, the ball carrier, was met by number 51, Trenton Pinckney. And that's the end of the first quarter. No score. It's Buford at 2 o'clock. It's Buford of South Carolina. Make your plans now.
Let's get some D, DJ. Let's get some D, DJ. Y'all didn't know the house out there playing.
Selman's back to pass. Incomplete. Intended receiver, number 1, Vince Taylor. Chad Hawkins. Number 21, Terry Jefferson.
Get
Number 12 in at quarterback, Leonard Johnson. Karen Green met as he tries to run the ball up the middle. Johnson pitches to Darren Green. He's met by a host of tornadoes. Led by number 22, Kevin Dawson. Flag on the play. No penalty. Johnson rolls right. Incomplete pass. Broken up by number 21, Gerald Jefferson. Vince Taylor into home. It's up, and it's good. Suncoast strikes first. 3-0. Back to receive, number 1, Pharrell Spencer, number 20, Terrell Jefferson, and number 3, Bobby Hamilton. Pharrell Spencer receives the ball. He's tackled by number 32 and number 18. 12, Willie J.J. Jackson. Hand off to number 20, Tyrone Livingston, who's met in the backfield by number 72, Ed Dillon. Number 3, Bobby back to punt for Tallahassee, 44, Paul Davis. Back to receive for the Triangles, number 21. Short punt, and goes out of bounds. Johnson in at quarterback. 21 the ball carry. Smash by the Tornadoes. number 49, Carol Redding. And first and 10, Tallahassee. Number 12, hands off to number 40. We've got a flag on the play. The penalty is against Suncoast. Foul number J.J. Jackson hands it off to his ball player. He's met by number 47, Alan Young. Yells. Flag on the play. Brings up second, 16, hand off to number 20, Tyrone Livingston, met by number 45, Greg Hardy. Johnson is sacked by number 72, Ed Dixon. It's now 4th and about 28. Dendrick Williams back to receive the punt, along with number 21, Curtis Sanders. Ball touchdown by number 26, Eric Williams. Three nothing, Suncoast. Complete to number 23, Melvin Walker. He's met by number 17, Dan Richardson, and number 1, Pharrell Spencer. Johnson drives back to pass. Shakes the tackle. Takes another one. Anthony Sheffield. First down. By number 4, Franklin Finn. 41. David Forsythe. Willie J.J. Jackson back in the shotgun. Drops back. First down, Tallahassee. A minute and 20. Jackson back in the shotgun. Incomplete to number 24, John Reed. in the half. Johnson recovers it. Looks downfield. As the clock expires. Number 5 of Suncoast is tackled by number 5, Jimmy Cooper. Hands off, up the middle. Number 4 on the carry, Derek Williams. An injured player down. Number 82. Met by number Vincent Rose White. Complete to number 34. Leonard Conley. Triangle. Hand off to number 4. Matt is driven back hard by number 48. Darryl Reddy. Williams, the ball carrier for Suncoast.
Get out the kitchen, baby, you can't have
it. Dead ball foul, personal foul, called against the Suncoast penalty, no 10 yards. Incomplete pass. The pass was Anderson. Offense! O-F-F-E-N-S-E! Offense! Offense! Ryan Odom. Number 2, Ray Turner. There's a flag on the play. Pass interference. Balled against the Tornado.
All right.
Back to punt for Tallahassee. Number 44, Mike Dunn.
8-yard punt. 8-yard punt.
Almost blocked. Flag on the play. And number 21, tackle, ball receiver, and downfield, balled against the Tallahassee Tornado. Okay, back to punt again. Number 44, Mike Dunn. Gets it off. It is caught by number 21, Cody Sanders. And he's finally brought down by number 34, Henry Miller. Hands off to number 4. He's met. Williams, the ball carrier again. Flag on the play. Holding. Balled against the Suncoast Triangles. 10-yard penalty. Gibson hands off to number 5, Eric Marshall. Breaks the tackle, runs out of bounds. Again, he's met by a host of tornadoes. Pickup of about 9 yards. Brings up 3rd and 7. Henson drops back, finds number 4. He's tackled. Tripped up, that is, by number 17, Dan Richardson. Williams, the receiver. Vince Taylor, number 1. It's up. And it's no good. Wide left. Jackson in for the Tallahassee Tornadoes. Hands off to number 21. 57 on the tackle. Fair clean. Moving on the line of scrimmage. Dead ball foul. Illegal procedure. Tallahassee. Second and 12. Jackson drops back. Complete to number 3. He's met by number Got him. Action is back and set by number 53. Arnold Graham.
Come on, baby. Ain't nothing but a joke. Hey, nobody do that song.
Bird of South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
The kickoff is set for 2 p.m. Sides on the defense. Brings up. Williams in play action. Goes downfield. Pass was intended for number 2 to receive for Suncoast. Slow. Gunn gets off a beauty. And it bounces out of bounds on the 15-yard line. Come on, defense! Hands off to number 4, Denedrick Williams.
Come on, keep the play going, baby.
Henson, hands off to number 4, Denedrick Williams. Flag on the play. Henson drops back. Pass is complete to number 84, Marcus Toots. He was hit hard by number 21, Terry Jefferson. Henson hands off to Williams. Tackled by number 51. Get off. Gain of 7 yards, and that's the end of the third quarter.
Let's go, let's go. Let's get a sight, defense.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 1, Vince Taylor. Pass was thrown by number 13, Doug Olson. Brings up third and about.
Go, defense.
Olson is tackled at the line of scrimmage. Covered by Tallahassee, number 8. Take over on the triangle.
Come on, baby. That's the fun.
23-yard line. In for Tallahassee, number 7, Eddie Williams. He hands off to number... He was tackled by number 54. Jermaine Steverson. Flag on the play. Against the Triangles.
They're trying.
Outpost 3, Tornadoes 0. Williams out of the shotgun. He's dropped out of bounds. Williams out of the shotgun. Very long. Williams out of the shotgun. Pass was intended for number 47, Chad Hopkins. Defending for the Triangles, number 6.
Had him.
Williams keeps it again. It goes up the middle. 58 seconds remaining. Drops back. And number 43. Third down. Loss of 5 yards. You've got 24
That
seconds.
was the second time they go on for the extra point. What goes on?
Eddie Williams out of the shotgun. Drops back. One to attempt the extra point for the Tornadoes, Stephen Messner. Back to receive a kickoff for Suncoast, number 21. Back to receive the yard return by number 5, Garrett Marshall. 14 seconds for Suncoast. Wilson drops back, looks
Well, we have had reappearing seconds on the clock tonight. 2 more were found missing and reestablished. So we're at the 2-minute warning.
Why in the heck can't I find all my lost socks? You know, we find time. One of these days we're going to find them all in one place, I'm sure.
Yes, and none of us want to know where that might be.
I got more.
In the second half tonight, 14 points for the Bengals. 97 rushing yards and 80 passing, so they've improved dramatically. But they find themselves tied in the second down and 4. Here comes the blitz. Blake knows it's coming. Carl Pickens got by Chris Dishman and picks up a first down at the 40. Robertson was there to help, number 31. But Blake did a nice job knowing the blitz was coming.
Yeah, and Carl Pickens extends your strike zone because he's so big.
Blitz again. Blake steps up, he'll run to the 49. Michael Barrow makes the tackle for Houston. The Bengals have 2 timeouts left. They'll not use one here.
A big cushion for Scott.
Blake scrambles, hustles for the sidelines, first down, and he kills the clock.
Well, what Jeff Blake has to be thinking about is a couple things with just 1:09 remaining. Is first of all getting his team at least in a position for a field goal attempt. Now, Doug Pelfrey's career long is 54 yards. So you're thinking, hey, get yourself 10, 15 yards. You can't take a sack. You cannot turn the ball over. And then ideally you want to use as much of that 1:09 in getting there as you can.
And he managed to keep a timeout in his back pocket with that play. They have 2 left. Blake back this time, no blitz. They pull it out from John Carter.
Oh, boy.
And they lose yardage back to the 45-yard line. Nope, no. Incomplete pass. No catch.
No, they got a break there.
1:02 to go.
He has had great success tonight on some of these important downs, getting his tight end the ball, Tony McGee.
Now we've got a little conversation taking place among the officiating crew.
Seems to happen in our games. Have you noticed that?
I noticed we had one last Sunday night that lasted about 6 minutes in New York when they discussed whether or not Keyshawn Johnson had caught a pass or had it taken away. I'm wondering now if they're talking about the possibility that was a lateral.
Or a backwards pass, yeah.
Garrison Hurst comes in. David Schuler.
Forward and incomplete.
Okay.
Second down.
That was a discussion, though. And Kajana Carter comes to the bench. Garrison Hurst into the ball game. Jeff Fisher will continue to plead his belief that that was a lateral. 1:02 to go. And it's second down and 10. Interesting call. Josh Evans, number 91, makes the tackle. The Bengals use a timeout. They have 1 left.
Well, just when it seemed they were about 10 yards away from field goal range, the Oilers defense does a good job. I mean, double covers the outside guys, and then you ordinarily think, hey, let's go to the tight end, Tony McGee, a guy who has had some success tonight for the Bengals. He's got 4 catches.
Well, they didn't gain anything. Look at this. This is amazing. Kajana Carter, Garrison Hurst, the 2 running backs for the Bengals, are number 1 and number 2 in the NFL in numbers of carry for 0 or lost yardage.
42% of Kajana Carter's carries and 36% of Hurst's. That is remarkable.
That's coming into the game. Kajana Carter had 45 carries, 19 of which were 0 or negative. Garrison Hurst was 9 of 25. Third down.
Need about 15 yards, really.
Got a man! Darnay Scott!
Yeah, Darnay Scott caught 0 passes in the first half, but he has really come on this second half. That is now his 5th catch and has over 50 yards in receptions.
Blake kills the clock. But no, he does. The clock is still running.
Well, he did kill it. We got a clock problem again.
Either that or a clock operator with a very slow finger.
It's still running. He downed the ball. That shouldn't be happening. What's going on?
I would say some sort of malfunction, would you not?
Here we go. You don't want the home operator doing that. You expect that on the road.
Oh, you see this in basketball. Old quick finger. Been there for 64 years. The home team calls him Uncle.
We've all been there.
There was 27 seconds on the clock when the quarterback downed the ball. Please reset the clock.
Well done, Jerry.
27 seconds. Thank you.
I would say whoever is operating this clock is hopeful that there's a malfunction. So we're back to 27 seconds. And the ball at the 24-yard line. 2nd down and 10. 27 seconds left. And the Bengals do have 1 timeout left.
Sometimes it's hand signals. That time Darnay Scott is signaling to Jeff Blake, I think I can beat him inside. And indeed he did. Big, tall receiver. Jeff Blake looks off to his left first. That gets linebackers out of the way.
Try and position themselves for a field goal attempt to the 24-yard line, and a flag is down. Oh, this will be important.
That's way over on the other side of the field.
And it's at the 11-yard line. See, Fisher thinks it might be holding.
There is no foul on the play. Number 61 has reported as eligible. Therefore, the formation was legal.
Okay.
That's Melvin Tootin, the left tackle.
The right call. Doug Pelfrey. He's kicked 4 game-winning field goals in his career.
And having a good season this year. 7 of 8 coming in. And he is hit 2 tonight. Timeout, Houston. And Jeff Fisher uses one of his timeouts. He has 2 left. And that stops the clock. 10 seconds left.
These are the agonizing moments for coaches. I mean, you've done all that you can. You know that you're already in field goal range. And disappointing ones for quarterbacks as well.
Yeah, Doug Pelfrey signed a new 5-year contract with the Bengals this summer. Grew up, as we said, just a 10-minute drive from this stadium and wanted to stay here. He explored the free agent market, but really with some degree of disinterest. He and his family live here and wanted to stay.
About a 42-yard attempt from here, Vern. Certainly in his range.
Now Jeff Blake comes on. What do you do on this play? Just keep it on the ground?
Absolutely. With the timeout remaining, sure. And you have your ball carrier get both hands around the ball.
There's Blake. Timeout is called with 7 seconds left. Now David Shula is
he
irate.
is really upset. You know, I think what he's upset about is he had the quarterback carry the ball, and he's generally the one calling the timeouts. And his quarterback was buried in a defensive pile right there. And I think that's what he's upset about.
Watch Shula on the sideline.
He's afraid the clock's going to run out. They did get it stopped at 7 seconds.
Well, it's Doug Pelfrey time at Synergy Field. Greg Truitt is the man who will snap it back. Lee Johnson is the guy who will hold it. We carry our own signs, right?
I hope we didn't make that one.
And here's the attempt at the game winner.
Boy, for coach 1-3, last year of his contract, desperate for a win, that's a killer. 1 loss is good for the soul. 4 losses is very bad for the coach.
Time has expired. Take another look at it.
Wasn't the hold, wasn't the snap. Well, he didn't miss by much, but he pushed it right.
Jeff Fisher realizing that he's got new life. We're going to overtime. Second OT game of the day. It's almost as if David Shula knew when it left Pelfrey's foot it was not destined to be good. Bruce Matthews in his 14th year. Calls heads. Cincinnati will have the ball. Bieniemy to call it. So when we return to Cincinnati, the Bengals will have the first chance in OT. We are tied at 27.
This is my office.
This is my office.
This is my desk. This is my office.
There's a very good reason why it's called running a business.
This is my office.
This is my reception.
It doesn't come to you. It doesn't wait for you.
This is my conference.
This is my office.
This is my factory.
You've got to get there first with the most for the least.
This is research. This is accounting.
Which is exactly the idea behind Office Depot. We've got all you need, all at the best prices. Guaranteed. Office Depot.
This is where I take care of business.
Are you all right, sir?
Isn't that heavenly?
I don't smell anything.
Precisely. Because Delta is the first U.S. airline to fly totally smoke-free worldwide. So it's clear skies anywhere you go.
Are you hyperventilating?
No, I'm English.
Light, the silver bullet. It's shipped cold to tap the clean taste of the Rockies. Tap the Rockies! Cool
Back in Cincinnati, overtime. Houston and Cincinnati. This series tied between these two teams. And Doug Pelfrey really in a state of distress. Just played it a little too far to the right.
Well, the toughest thing, he may have a shot on this next drive to do it again. And so, you know, you have to keep a good head. It's tough for a kicker.
Al Del Greco, this will be returned. It's short. And taken by David Dunn at the 11-yard line. Good return out to the 33-yard line. And here comes Jeff Blake and the Bengal offense.
Well, this has been a very strong second half for this Bengal team. And Jeff Blake has thrown the ball particularly well to a variety of receivers. He's used his tight ends. He's used Darnay Scott a lot, particularly in clutch situations.
1st and 10. Backs in the eye, caught from the short man. Garrison Hurst is the running back. He gets the handoff. Out to the 38 or 39-yard line. James Robertson, number 90, makes the tackle. This is just as if we were playing in the 4th quarter, and now here's an unpleasant sight for Cincinnati. Well, Garrison Hurst limping off.
Yeah, same ankle. It looked like he limped off once earlier in the ball game. He's had a nice night, nice evening.
Second down and 5. Conference. Here's Bieniemy. Out to the 41 and another 3rd down for the Bengals.
Yeah, and they've been clutch on 3rd downs in this second half. And a variety of guys have done it. And Eric Bieniemy is protecting the ball first. That's a face mask penalty. Should have been. Wasn't called. But he protects the ball in these critical situations. But they've used a variety of players on third downs. They've used Darnay Scott in this second half, Carl Pickens, and even Tony McGee.
3rd and 3. Blitz. Blake finds a man. First down, Cincinnati. Darnay Scott again.
Yeah, and another inside route. And a flag down. There, Cincinnati's changed it up because the Oilers expected Darnay Scott to run all outside routes.
Pass interference, number 82 of the offense, 10 yards, repeat 3rd down.
Well, I think David Shula may have a legitimate gripe here. Here's McGee, number 82, the tight end. They call offensive pass interference. You cannot block someone when the ball is in the air. That doesn't really, to me, classify as a block. But they call that offensive pass interference. Boy, in overtime, you know, penalties are even more important.
Oh. And that gives him a 3rd down and 12. Scott goes wide left. Blake back, looks deep, settles short. Bieniemy. But it will be 4th down from the 36-yard line.
And Mel Gray now becomes the most important guy in this stadium. I mean, certainly for the Houston Oilers. He is not coming in. Boy, that's a bad break for the Oilers. Remember, he got injured in that one 88-yard kickoff return after he had about a gazillion yards on returns tonight.
So that brings Malcolm Floyd back into play. Gray on the bench with a bad elbow. And Malcolm Floyd, who has yet to return a punt this season, is back to wait for Lee Johnson's effort. Wow. Nice and high, and Floyd at the 18. Oh!
Ouch!
How did he hang on? Corey Sawyer delivered the blow. Ouch!
Oh. You're right. How did he hold on to that thing? Malcolm Floyd. I mean, just have a look. Boy, there wasn't much time separation between when the ball got there and Corey Sawyer did. Just remarkable that he's able to hold on to that thing. I think it was actually pinned to his chest by Sawyer.
1st and 10, Houston. Remarkable that Floyd retained possession. Chandler with one back. George. And time is called.
Prior to the snap, ball start, number 89, 5 yards. It's still 1st down.
That's Frank Wycheck.
Well, Houston has to go 80 yards right now. You see what they've done. They've only scored 14% of the time touchdowns, only 17% on any kind of score. So clearly the odds are way against an 80-yard drive.
1st and 15. Chandler, Wycheck. That's good for a gain of 6.
A nice gain of 6, but what Chris Chandler needs right now is a play from his wide receivers. Now, Davis has not caught a pass all evening long, and Sanders has only caught 2. And right now he needs one of those guys to step up.
Here's Willie Davis. Sanders wide to the right. 2nd and 12. Play action. Chandler goes deep in reverse the middle of the crossing route. And here's Willie Davis.
I tell you, just when you need a clutch guy to step up, you get it. He's been shut out all evening. He's only had a couple balls thrown his way. But on probably the most critical route he's run all evening, He catches a well-thrown ball by Chris Chandler for a 43-yard gain. Beautiful play.
The Davis catch came on 2nd down and 12. The gain was 43. The line of scrimmage is now the 47. Eddie George tests the middle on his 25th carry of the night, and that puts him over 150 yards.
Well, he had a real long run, the 45-yard run for a touchdown this second half, but other than that, he's been rather quiet. But here is where you want Eddie George to be rather loud so he can set up that man, Al Del Greco.
Del Greco's career long was 54 yards. That back in 1992. Second and 6. Chandler into the flat. Eddie George. First down, Houston at the 37.
Boy, and he got those last 2 yards by effort and power, Vern. I mean, most running backs are going to get stopped short. Another bad. Sorry about that circle, Vern. It's really bad tonight. But most guys get stopped right about there. He just runs right over the linebacker, Dixon.
First and 10. Ronnie Harmon's in the backfield. Run blitz. Eddie George tests the middle, gets inside the 35.
You better secure that ball with both hands, too. At this point in the game, Eddie George or any running back, the first thing you're thinking about is don't turn it over.
Well, if they don't gain another yard and they hold on to the football, it would be a 52-yarder from this spot.
They need another 5 yards, I think, to give Al Del Greco a reasonably good shot.
Second and 8. Chandler into the flat. Jimmy Spencer makes the tackle on Willie Davis, but they got 3 more.
2 key catches by Willie Davis on this drive. One for 43, that one only for about 4 yards, but may have put his team in field goal position with that catch. And once again, we've talked about it before. This is where Ronnie Harmon, on these third down situations, you defend him first, I think.
3rd and 4. Ronnie Harmon stuffed at the line of scrimmage, so it will be a lengthy attempt.
He may have lost a half a yard, maybe a yard. And remember, Del Greco had a kick blocked last week.
In the opener against Kansas City, the Houston Oilers had a chance to win. A 56-yard attempt by Al Del Greco. High snap from Bruce Matthews, and the kick never got there. That ended a string of 18 straight field goals made by Del Greco. Now he has a chance to win for his team again. 49 yards out. Timeout called by Cincinnati.
You know, one thing, Reggie Roby, this is his first year as a holder. You know, and these guys go through clutch situations and pressure situations, but this is a new one, a different kind of pressure for Reggie Roby.
Three out of 4 new car radiators are made of aluminum, thin, lightweight, and under tremendous stress. This year, over 400,000 aluminum radiators will hit, corrode, and fail. Protect your car in the Prestone Zone. Prestone Antifreeze bonds with aluminum, forming the Prestone Zone of dual protection against corrosion and temperature extremes. Don't put your car at risk. Protect it in the Prestone Zone.
I gotta go back in. I gotta go back in.
What, are you crazy? No!
Hold on, buddy, I'm coming!
You're okay.
Introducing the Ultimate Pant by Hager. If you only had one pair of pants, this would be it.
Today I set out to fix my car.
Thanks, neighbor.
Whatever. I had to stop at 4 different places.
Push. Push.
Good thing I live in a friendly town.
Push.
One of us pushes, the other one pops the clutch.
Come on, push, push. I am pushing.
Finally, I went to Pep Boys.
Hey, everybody, I fixed it.
I love this town.
Car or truck, Pep Boys has your starter or alternator. 26,000 items at the guaranteed low price, tires and service too. Pep Boys, everything but gas.
Oilers were down by 3 at the half. If they win this ball game, it will be the first time they have come from behind to win in the second half since December 5th, 1993 against Atlanta. Jeff Fisher looks on. Bruce Matthews will snap it. Reggie Roby will hold it. Del Greco will kick it from 49 yards away for the victory. Oh, he got it. It was a knuckleball. And Jeff Fisher and the Houston Oilers have come on the road. They dodge a shotgun when Pelfrey misses at the gun in regulation from 42. And Willie Davis's 43-yard grab on a 2nd down and 12 sets up the Oilers for the victory.
One kicker misses, one kicker makes. The Oilers are right back in the hunt. And the Bengals are struggling again.
That one started left and came back right.
Yeah.
Al Del Greco with the game winner from 49.
NFL Sunday Ticket from DirecTV. We play up to 13 regular season games every Sunday. So what would you call somebody who only plays one? It's not on cable or any other mini-dish system. It's got to be DirecTV. Satellite TV at its best.
If elected president, I'll stimulate small business, the backbone of our country.
What does he know about a backbone or small business? Office Max, the office product superstore, knows. With over 7,000 office products, computers, electronics, software. Hey, stop that. All under one roof, so it's easy. There's great stuff like Bush computer desks and Keith Clark desk calendars at guaranteed low prices. Free delivery, too. Now that helps the economy, our country, and the little guy. Office Max, we go to the max for you.
Sad, isn't it? Finding out you paid too much for your stereo. Circuit City, you can't find a lower price. We guarantee it.
The NFL on TNT has been brought to you by Slate's Dress Pants, a program worth watching, sponsored by Pants Worth Wearing. These are those pants. These are Slate's. By Pep Boys. 26,000 items at the guaranteed low price. Everything but gas. By Nicotrol. 6 weeks, 1 step. Take control with Nicotrol. And by Mercedes-Benz.
Oilers come on the road and win it over the Cincinnati Bengals. They had to go into overtime, and they got the game winner from Al Del Greco 49 yards away. It started to the left. I said knuckleball, more like a slider. It came back in and was hammered home. Al Del Greco's field goal gives Houston a 3-point victory. The NFL on TNT continues next Sunday with the Coors Light Pro Football Tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern. Then at 8, the Baltimore Ravens take on the Indians.
The Colts from a 10-point deficit to a 3-point lead. And then with just 1:51 left in regulation, it was time for comeback kid number 2.
I want to gain yardage, but I want to get out of bounds. So I was hitting some of them quick flat patterns to hopefully get Thurman the ball, make some yards, and get out of bounds. A couple of times, him and Lonnie Lonnie Johnson made a hell of a play, just dragging guys out of bounds, even when it was a negative play.
And what was his demeanor in the huddle?
He was very calm and cool, you know. I was looking at him the whole time, and, you know, he was just in there calling the plays and saying, hey, let's just get it done. He went out and did it. Yeah, baby.
Collins had struggled in the second half, but on the final drive, he had 5 straight passes. The big one to Quinn Early on 3rd and 11 from his own 36.
The tight end was thinking that maybe we're just going to try to go down there and get the yardage, but so he didn't run the route I expected him to. Fortunately, as the guys were crawled around my legs, I saw Quinn out of the corner of my eye and got it to him.
Tell me about maybe some of the things you did to support Todd Collins today as a trio.
Well, we never got down on him. They had a few plays where they were 1, 2, 3 and out, and not once did anybody go over to him and make him feel bad or look at him and turn their head the other way. I think he had support all around, whether it be from myself, a backup, the coaching staff, or whatever. I think he knew that we had faith and confidence in him, and eventually, if the defense held the way we were supposed to, the game would be turned around.
Will it be tough for you to sit down now when Jim comes back, now that you've led the team to 2 big wins?
I like to compete, you know, and I like to play, but there's no question that, you know, when Jim's ready, he's going to be the quarterback of this team, and I'll gladly hand over the reins to him because he's the one who I think is, you know, most qualified to take the helm for the Buffalo Bills.
Couple of Michigan men. The Chargers and the Broncos in Mile High, that's a good look if you're a wacky fan. Stan Humphries dumping off to Terrell Fletcher. Look at the good improvisation here by Stanley. 5-yard touchdown. With a little help, 10-0 Chargers at that point. Now, the very next drive, Humphries. A little more conventional touchdown here. Tony Martin. T. Martin, 7th touchdown of the season. So it's 17-0 Chargers. And the Chargers just dominating. Terrell Davis had 4 straight games over 100 yards, but just nothing going today. 50 yards, 17 carries in the game. He had the migraines again. The Hulk, that's Shannon Sharp. John Elway began looking to Shannon Sharp, who he calls best tight end in football. That is a touchdown, number 1. And that is 20 yards to make it 17-7. And then Sharp again, 17-14. Now, Sharp, you might want to cover him on the goal line. Somebody cover this guy.
Yeah, I'm thinking they could go to him, you know, near the goal line right there. That's number 3 for the day. But Stan Humphries just drilled.
A little bit of chin music.
Hammered. Dripping blood there. But
got an owie.
Blood and guts. He stays in the game. Put a bandage on there and get out there. 4th down and 7. Oh, Atwater breaking up a pass early in the 4th quarter. Then the Broncos going to ice the game. Eddie McCaffrey. He's not pretty. He is effective.
And he can lead.
That is a touchdown. Elway's 4th touchdown pass of the day makes it 28-17. The final numbers. Humphries there, 237 and the 2 TDs. But Elway, he said it was easily his best day of the season. Martin, the 7 touchdown passes to lead the NFL. Davis, again, with the migraines, he sat out most of the 2nd quarter. But you see his numbers in Sharp, huge, 13 receptions. That is a career high. Our Craig Sager takes a look at Denver's deadly arm, John Elway, and his favorite target today, Shannon Sharp.
Denver tight end Shannon Sharp is 6'2". He weighs 230 pounds. He is a Hulk cut out of the tight end mold. He is strong enough to block down on the defensive end. He is fast enough to get downfield to snare a pass, and he is quick enough to go over the middle to catch a touchdown. And today, Shannon, you and John Elway made it look easy. Why were you open all day long?
Well, I think the thing was they were trying to stop Terrell. They put 8, 9 men on the line of scrimmage, and they left me one-on-one with the safety. And we liked that matchup. And Mike told me, said, look, we're going to stay in the 2 tight end package, and you just got to find a way to get open for us. And, you know, and me and John was on that, having one of those days where we're on the same page. I knew what he was going to do. He knew what I was going to do. And we just made some great connections.
Let's talk about the 3 touchdowns. The first one, the slant in, and then the slant out.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where, you know, whatever they was giving me. They played me outside on one of them, and I went in. And the next time they took the end right away, and I went over the top. And that was game plan. I mean, we knew they was going to play it like that because when I split out, that's the only thing that I've ever run. I've only ran the end route. And so we knew when John took the 3 steps and looked at me, they was going to jump it. And so great scouting. You know, the guys made some great, you know, John made a great play, and the coordinator made a heck of a call.
The second touchdown, you lined up on the left side and then came across the middle. post pattern.
Yeah, it was. We knew it was a read route. And if there was in 3 deep, we were going to go to the corner. And if there was in 2 deep, we were going to go to the hole. And John came out and he saw it was going to be 2 deep. And he said, look, read. And that means I'm going down the hole. And John put it right on the money. And my eyes got so big that I almost gave it away because I broke the pattern off so early and gave the guy the backside safety trying time enough to put a big hit on me. But lucky enough, John threw it well enough where I can get my hands on it. And once I got in the end zone, the guy knocked the ball loose, but it was a little bit too late.
And the third one, San Diego really went for the play action.
They did. We knew that. We knew when Eddie Mack came across and running full speed, the safety was going to jump in, and they were going to leave me out alone. So the thing I couldn't do is just get held up or get too far out. And so once I saw Eddie Mack clear me, I just went to the back of the end zone. And John was getting a lot of pressure, but he just threw it up, and now he happened to be right there.
You guys made it look easy. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
The patterns and the type of coverage varied for each of the 3 touchdowns. But Vince, John Elway did make it look easy. It appeared that Shannon Sharpe was open in the end zone all day long.
Thanks, Craig. You know, Randall had that pose going earlier tonight. No shirt on. He had some shower gel working.
Oh, I got him.
Yeah! This is Seattle and Miami. Rick Meyer did not start. John Freeze did. And guess what returned the big play? That's Joey G. Money, Joey Galloway right there. 65 yards in the pass play in the first quarter. It's 7-3 Seattle in a downpour in Miami. Then Freeze. Hey, why not? Joey Galloway. Where's the safety help, Mayday?
These 3 defenders have the best seats in the house. Jimmy Johnson will probably waive or bench one of these guys tomorrow.
14-3, and Joey G's just chilling.
Just chilling over here.
There's Craig Erickson now. He got the start for Miami. Stepping up, 33 yards to Randall Hill, who played for Erickson at Miami. And the extra point was missed. 14-9, the Seahawks at the break. In the third quarter, Irving Spikes from a yard out. They missed the 2-point conversion, 15-14 Dolphins. Now on 3rd and 10 here in the fourth quarter. Less than 3 minutes to go. The Dolphins are bringing people. And Freeze stands in there and finds Brian Blades.
Look at the poor angles by the secondary of the Dolphins. They can't run this man down. It's over. That's not the first time. That is the second time this has happened today.
22-15 after the 2-point conversion, Seattle. Now later, 4th and 10, less than a minute to go. Erickson, I don't think so. Picked by Robert Blackman. And Jimmy Johnson, it was the Seahawks raining on his parade all afternoon. Look at Jimmy, just frustrated, screaming at people. He's hating everything right now.
He's going to fire his stylist.
Weak minds. That's what the problem is. 22-15, the final number. John Freeze, look at him in the start. 301 and the 3 touchdowns. Let's give you some fantasy facts here. Joey Galloway, first 2 touchdown catches of the season. So involving him, you see Blades' numbers as well. And Abdul-Jabbar, just 19 yards. In fact, Miami had only 85 yards rushing on 32 carries against a team that this year had given up a lot of rushing yards. Where do we start now? How about with Miami? Randall Erickson's the guy, but in 2 games without Dan Marino now, both of these games are losses. What do the Dolphins have to do to get it going?
Well, as we go to the video, first of all, Miami's got some tough games coming up here. They're going to Buffalo, Philly, and Dallas they're going to be playing against. Right here, fumble. You can't come out and start fumbling the ball without Dan Marino. Here, Erickson drops back. He's not getting time to throw the ball. Here are some do's and some don'ts. Those are what you do not do. Here's Erickson in the pocket, steps up a little bit, bam, back down again. You cannot take this many sacks. I don't care if it's raining or not. Here's Erickson in the pocket, dropping back, stepping up in the pocket, dumps it off. There's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar picking up a few yards, getting out of bounds. This team can go places if they get things going. Here's Erickson once again, using his mobility. Dan might not scramble around, but Erickson will, and he'll make plays like this. There's almost a touchdown right there. What they got to do is they got to continue playing like this, and Erickson can do things with his legs, so he's going to have to take advantage of that. He's a great player. It's going to take him a little time to get into this offense, but he's got some tough games coming up before Dan gets back.
Right, and how important is Dan Marino? The Dolphins are 5-9 without him. All right, Mark, back to the Colts now. And the Colts perennially, you know, if they were a basketball team, they try to play the slowdown game and keep the scores down. But what happened with their offense today in Buffalo?
Well, their offense got stalled by the Buffalo defense. When Marshall Faulk is in the football game, they become very predictable on offense and one-dimensional. And it was very easy for defensive coordinator Wade Phillips to put a capsule around this guy and stop him today. 20 carries, 55 yards, 4 receptions, 8 yards. When you look at the Buffalo Bill team 2 weeks ago, this football team held the Cowboys to 7 points. Today, Indianapolis 13 points. And the other thing to this scenario, guys, today everyone got a good look at the Buffalo Bills' future, and that's Todd Collins at quarterback.
Todd Collins looked very, very sharp. He really stepped up. And next week, Buffalo hosting Miami in another key game in their division. All right, we have to go away on the Steel Postgame Show, and then we'll return and go back to Cincinnati, where the Oilers won a tough overtime game. Eddie George, their fine rookie running back, will be our special guest with Ernie Johnson Jr. and also the Atlanta Falcons. Oh my. The H in A Bear is silent. This hit was very loud.
Aluminum. Most new car radiators are made of it, making them a big target for pitting and failure. But Prestone Antifreeze bonds with aluminum, forming the Prestone Zone of protection against corrosion. This winter, protect your car in the Prestone Zone. And now there's a new Prestone Antifreeze with a new low-tox formula for an extra margin of safety around pets and wildlife. New Prestone Low-Tox. It's extra protection in the Prestone Zone.
I can't believe I'm losing my hair back here.
Like father, like son.
Yeah, right.
Look, if you want to regrow some hair, check this out.
Rogaine? Don't you need a prescription?
Not anymore.
How's it work? Rogaine goes to the root of your hair and for some people gets it to grow.
What have you got to lose?
Nothing, I guess, except more hair.
That's been easy to use.
And it's starting to work.
See, there's room for growth in every relationship.
Rogaine, medically proven to regrow hair. Every Monday, turn it up a few degrees with TNT. Starting at 8, see the biggest thing since 1 hour of WCW Monday Nitro. 2 hours live.
Welcome to the party!
At 10, slam into the action with Hulk Hogan and Carol Alt. In Thunder in Paradise, heat up your Mondays with 2 hours of WCW Monday Nitro Live, starting at 8, followed by Thunder in Paradise at 10, only on TNT.
I hope you're in trouble.
Oh, I am.
What kind of trouble?
I can't get Turner Classic Movies.
Well, why don't you call your local cable operator?
I have, but they still don't carry it.
Well, keep calling. It's worth the wait.
Do you have it?
Sister, I don't even have a radio.
The son of a bricklayer who works for his father during the sweltering heat of Mississippi summers. The young man, perched 20 feet above the ground, catches brick after brick until his hands become strong enough to rip a deflated football from the mouth of a pit bull. Years later, Jerry Rice uses those hands to snag more touchdown passes than any player in history. The NFL on TNT, Sunday nights. Don't miss a game.
In overtime, the Houston Oilers, 30-27 winners over the Cincinnati Bengals. A huge win as these AFC Central Division rivals meet here at Synergy Field in Cincinnati. And joining me now, Mel Gray and Eddie George, two of the stars for the Houston Oilers in this thing. Mel Gray, ladies and gentlemen, is 35 years old. You're not supposed to do what he's doing at the age of 35 with the moves he put on and with a total of 262 return yards, kickoff and punt returns combined. Unbelievable game, and it was a huge one that you had late in the game that tied this thing up.
Oh, most definitely. You know, we felt good. We felt that if we kept hitting it in there, something was going to break, and I felt good all night and got that little crease towards the middle, and we just took it down. I thought I was going to go in, but I didn't know I was in high pursuit and tried to cut back towards the right end zone and got tripped up.
What is the mentality you take to the field trying to make something happen?
I tell you what, I go out there with the expectation to take the ball all the way every time. I try to get the guys around me to have that same confidence, and we're starting to get going. We feel real good about what we're doing right now, and hopefully as the season progresses, we're going to do a lot better.
The rook over here, who's 12 years younger than you, had himself a pretty good night too. Eddie George with over 140 yards on the ground. It was a career night for you tonight. What made it happen for you tonight, Eddie?
The offensive line, no question. I mean, those guys made a commitment in the beginning of the week that we want to establish a running game. I think we did a great job tonight.
Let me tell you something. I think for people seeing you for the first time tonight, Eddie, you opened some eyes because you're a put the shoulder down, put the head down, take it right to these guys kind of a running back.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can't cut it loose on them just yet, you know, because I'm just still adapting to the pro game, and I mean, that's just my style. I have to, you know, gain yards that way.
Tell me about the 45-yarder for 6 here.
Well, basically, like I said, it was all the offensive line. I mean, they over pursued, they just pushed them by, and I just cut it back, and you know, it was home free.
152 yards on the night for Eddie George, so we can make that one completely accurate. What was the feeling like on your sidelines as you're watching Doug Pelfrey line up for what looked like right down the middle, 40 yards, game over, you lose. What's the thinking there as you wait and then after it goes wide right?
I tell you, it's always difficult when you're in that situation. You figure the guy's down there, it could be over. You kind of think that, he's not going to miss this one, but then again, you're hoping that somehow something going to happen where, it'll go wide right, and it did go wide right.
Much to the chagrin of the Cincinnati Bengals, but much to the benefit of the Houston Oilers, who come up winners now, and you got the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta next week. Falcons still searching for their first victory, but the Houston Oilers, after a loss last week against Pittsburgh, may be onto something here in the AFC Central. That's the story from Synergy Field. Thanks a lot for stopping by, guys. Good luck to you. Let's go back to Atlanta. Vince Cellini. Vince.
Thank you, EJ. EJ didn't want to show him up. He's got some guns, too. He just didn't want to show up, the two guys out there on the set. Maybe next week in the post-game show. All right, Raiders and the Jets now. It's on the schedule. They had to play it. Mike White may be playing for his job as the Raiders invaded the Meadowlands, and we don't want to see this happen. Neil O'Donnell's taken some hits this year. Albert Lewis coming on the corner blitz, and that is a separated right shoulder. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. Meanwhile, Jeff Hostetler, 4 touchdown passes there last year in the Meadowlands. That's his old haunts. He had 3 today. Darryl Hobbs there. And Ricky Dudley, the Buckeyes are having a big weekend. He got 2 of them. 34 to 13. The Raiders coming up with a win. So they're 2-4 now. The Jets are 0 for the season. Hostetler, you see his numbers. Aska, career high 136, 222 yards on the ground for the Raiders in this game. And the Jets, O'Donnell out of there. Morrell did have a second straight 100-yard day. Atlanta and Detroit. Scott Mitchell to Herman Moore. There's an interesting hookup. 50 yards off the flea flicker. Moore with a second touchdown there. It's 28 to nothing at this point. And the Falcons trying to mount something here. And they go to the ground. Jamal Anderson did his part. He made it 28-21 at that point. The Falcons had the best chance of the game, but it's ruined by Ryan McNeil, who picks Bobby Hebert. 28-24. Detroit is a winner, though the Falcons made it interesting. The Falcons' 7th straight game, allowing 20 or more points. The defense is really hurting right now. Hebert has 7 picks in 3 games. You see his numbers there. Mitchell, 3 touchdown passes and ran for a touchdown as well, as the Lions are trying to stay in there at 4-2 in the Central. But Mark, Wayne Fonts, you, Wayne, are a madman. Why? Why do teams come back like this on Detroit? And maybe that's why they're not recognized as one of the elite teams in the NFL, despite so much offensive firepower.
Well, that's absolutely right, Vince. This team is not one of the elite teams in the NFL. Their opposition this year's record is 2-19. Wayne Fonts coached scared today, no doubt about it. When you're ahead in the game, you're supposed to put the lights out. Here early in the second half, Detroit runs a draw play to Barry Sanders, second and 10. The next play, they throw a 2-yard slant to Johnny Morton. It's 3rd and 7, and they're forced to punt. Next time down, Wayne Fonts' play calling becomes predictable. He gives the ball to Barry Sanders on 1st down again. With 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line, they kneel on the ball. The lack of aggressive plays in this football game, particularly in the second half. In the first half, they throw a flea flicker. They get a touchdown. In the second half, they shut the offense down. And you can't do that to an offensive football team that is conscious of scoring touchdowns. You can't shut them down because they can't come back and score points in the second half.
Well, those are all very valid points. And here's another point to be made about Neil O'Donnell. As a former quarterback, I mean, here's a guy, he's wealthy. There's no question about that. What do you think Neil O'Donnell, in his heart of hearts, is thinking now?
I tell you what, if I'm Neil O'Donnell, right now I'm saying, wow, Super Bowl 1 year, the next year, 0-6. Yes, I got a lot of money, but did I make the right decision? I think I would be questioning myself, and you got to take the money, baby.
The money does ease the pain.
Yes, it does. Hey, if I'm Neil O'Donnell, I'm thinking, thank God I cashed that bonus check.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what he's probably thinking. All right, we'll be back on the Steel Postgame Show in just a moment. We'll go back to Cincinnati. More from Synergy Field as Cincinnati Bengals are dropped in overtime despite the efforts of Blake and Darnay Scott. And, you know, tonight was debate night, we hear, up north. We have a little debate of our own, courtesy Norman Chad. You don't want to miss that.
We cheer for the Friday Night Heroes, the Weekend Warriors, and the small college stars who on their best days make heroes of us all. TNT and NFL Films bring you unforgettable stories of courage and triumph in a remarkable film that takes you to the heart of the game. Football America. World premiere Friday, October 18th at 8. on TNT.
All across America, you're there to see us through. Just around the corner, my neighborhood Jiffy Lube.
Since 1979, Jiffy Lube has serviced over 100 million cars. Jiffy Lube's signature service. And we offer Pennzoil.
3,000 miles, you make us smile. America's Jiffy Lube.
Jiffy Lube, America's favorite oil change.
Hey, early again, huh, Frank?
I don't say this to many people. What we do, the job we do,
Okay, guys, listen up.
is the most important job I can think of.
You've got a flight control check. Lewis and Randolph.
I mean, there's no such thing as a B-plus mechanic on this airline.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Everybody knows their job. Everybody's responsible. Anybody, right down to the most junior mechanic, can keep an airplane in this hangar if there's the slightest hint of a problem. You might think, doing a job like this, day in, day out, it'd become routine. You know, just turning wrenches. But every now and then, I just go up and take a walk through the terminal. And right there, right in front of you, you see what's important.
You know, more professionals use Napa parts than any other. And that makes all of our customers feel good about our quality. They know what it takes to fix it right the first time.
Get your ride ready for the season at the right price, too, at Napa's Tailgate Sale. With Napa Motor Oil for only 89 cents a quart, and this limited edition Napa 500 racing poster free with any purchase. So head to your nearby Napa Auto Parts store for fall savings at the Tailgate Sale.
We keep America running.
And we welcome you back to Synergy Field, the Applebee's play of the game. And it came in the second quarter. Houston's Frank Wycheck gets hit. The ball pops loose, and there's the old Florida Gator Jimmy Spencer wearing number 22 there to scoop it up and take it home 59 yards. Really jump-started the Bengals. Tied the game at 10. He later had an interception that led to a field goal in the second period that gave him a 13-10 halftime lead. As it turns out, we go overtime, and it's Houston 30-27 over Cincinnati. Jimmy Spencer joins me now. And, Jimmy, the feeling in the Cincinnati locker room after what should have been a Cincinnati win here.
Yes, we had our opportunities all night. We should have came up with the win, and unfortunately, we lost in overtime with the field goal. Right now, we down in the hole. We just got to go out and just keep what we've been doing. Just keep our heads up and just keep fighting.
How do you do that? Because you start a stretch here, 5 weeks. You play 5 AFC Central teams in a 6-week span. How do you keep this thing from snowballing? How do you stay confident that this team is not out of this race at this point, Jimmy?
Right now, it's still kind of early. Right now, I just think we just got to go out each and every day and, just do what we've been doing. Just don't change. Just keep working hard. Just don't give up and just fight until the end.
Let's go back to the first half. We already showed the fumble recovery for touchdown. How about the interception here of Chris Chandler that led to a field goal? You can take me through this.
The receiver tried to, run a quick slant on me, and then he tried to come back on me. I didn't bite on it, and I just stepped in front of him at the time. But he ran a pretty good route, but if I'd have bit on it, he'd have been a touchdown for them guys.
So that's the interception Jimmy Spencer had in the second quarter. Is it a depressed locker room right now? Is this a bummer night for you guys? And tell me what you're feeling on the sidelines as Pelfrey's kick sails wide.
Our feelings, everybody got down. We were hurt, but we were like, hey, we got to go out there and stop these guys and try to get turned around. And the locker room after the game, after the loss, Coach Schuler just came in and just said a couple of words and said, hey, it's a tough loss. The guys are kind of down in there, and we're just going to try to come out Monday and try to get this thing turned around.
Jimmy Spencer, thanks a lot for joining us. Hope your thumb feels better, too. You got it all bandaged up down there from the little household accident.
Yeah, I kind of banged it up a little bit playing with those knives the other night at Corey Sawyer's house, so I think I'm going to stay away from those knives.
Always not a good thing to do, playing with knives at Corey's house. Remember that at home. That's the story here from Synergy Field. Let's go back to Atlanta. Vince Cellini.
That's why we hide all sharp objects here on the set.
From Mark.
Here's your fantasy facts. Eddie George, the Ohio State Buckeye, great weekend continues. 152 yards there, but look at the Bengals at 1-4. David Shulett's taken him 5 years to accumulate 50 losses. For his father, Don Shula, needed 15 years before he lost. That's not funny. Before he lost 50 games. I'm just illustrating a point, guys. You don't laugh at people's pain like that, like a cut thumb.
Yeah.
All right, more football. New England, Baltimore. Drew Bledsoe was warming up, as was Vinny. For a while, Vinny to Michael Jackson. And it was a 14-10 Baltimore lead, but then Bledsoe going to work. And this is just a great throw right here, on the money. Sean Jefferson, touch it.
After being banged up that first week.
It was 35-14 at that point. There's Larry Wiggin, blocking a punt.
Look out, Larry.
Teddy Bruschi recovers in the end zone. 44-22 there. The Patriots hold on in a wild 46-38 game. Highest scoring game in the league since Buffalo and Pittsburgh got together in 91. All right, here's your fantasy numbers. Bledsoe, 310 and the 4 touchdowns. Coates had a nice day. Testaverde, 353 and 3 touchdowns. And Ernest Biner, Father Time. He's running from Father Time, too. He's doing a good job. All right, Jags and the Saints, and they can't take it anymore, but a real change of pace for Saint fans in this. Jags ball, Brunell to James Stewart, 22 yards for the touchdown, 10-7 Saints in the second quarter. Now in the fourth quarter, 13-10 Jags. Saints have the ball, and they're driving. And Jim Everett, that's a touchdown to Torrance Small, back of the end zone, and look at New Orleans rally. They win, they're winners. 17-13. First win of the season, now 1-5. Jacksonville drops to 2-4. Brunell, 8th straight game with 200 yards or more passing. Everett, you see his numbers. Bates and Small had the big touchdown catch. Okay, we're back, and we've hidden all the sharp objects, as we said. And Mark, all right, the Patriots, with that bye week, they needed to maybe get some instructional video for helping them in the red zone. So where did they turn to which teams did they turn?
Well, this team turned to Kansas City, Green Bay, and Philadelphia, and they took the cut-ups of the red area, particularly 2nd and 7 plus, 3rd and 7 plus. Bill Parcells, during the bye week, wanted to tinker with his offense. They were only 6 for 15 in the red area, and the tinkering worked today. They were 5 for 5 in the red area, 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals, guys. And I think the tinkering's right. I think when you see something in the bye week, you've got to change things. You do. You have to tinker with it. You have to mess with it. You have to change it. If it's not right, you got to fix it.
Yeah, and find teams that are doing it right and do what they do.
Got to.
You see that thumb?
I know. You got to hide the sharp knives like Irvin Fryer. Hide those knives away.
Like a cartoon
Keep those guys
thumb.
away from the kitchen.
All right. We're not laughing at his pain. Again, we're not. Well, we are, kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Now for something completely different. Not the Jets' results, though. That's pretty much the same, thank you. Norman Chad isn't himself tonight. Actually, he's several people. Storm and Norman doing that debate thing. So without further ado, the many faces in Chad's chatter.
The Jets are to pro football what Slim Jims are to fine dining. They're 0-6. How's it happened? The lab work is back. Let's take a look. They're 0-3 at home, 0-3 on the road. They're 0-4 against the AFC, 0-2 with the NFC. 0-4 on turf, 0-2 on grass. 0-5 in the day, 0-1 at night. They're 0-3 when scoring 7 points or less, 0-3 when scoring 13 points or more. They're 0-1 when Keyshawn doesn't play. They're 0-1 when Keyshawn rips off his helmet after scoring a touchdown, and 0-1 when Keyshawn rips off his helmet after officials take away a touchdown. And of course, they're 0-6 when Rich Kotite gives a pregame pep talk. I hear Jeff George is holding up any Jeff George deals until Jeff George decides where Jeff George wants to go. So sources tell me the Falcons now are trying to trade Jeff George to Disney World for Snow White and a dwarf to be named later. And I'll tell you the problem with Jeff George. I think he's listening to Top 40 in his helmet radio. Finally tonight, it's time for the TNT debates. We too will not allow Ross Perot. We also turned down a request from Buddy Ryan. Rather, I will simply debate myself because frankly, nobody else wants to listen to me. The topic, violence in the NFL. Gentlemen, the NFL fined a bunch of players last week, but hitting them in the wallet isn't enough. For starters, there should be a penalty box at all Raiders games. This Steve Wisniewski, he shouldn't be suspended, he should be quarantined. And I've had it with these late hits. They're quarterbacks, not crash dummies. There's too much taunting and too much fighting. If I wanted this much violence, I'd watch Jerry Springer. America's gone soft. Football's a hidden game, you bleeding hearts. Nitschke, Lambert, Butkus, they used to go for the head, nobody complained. Compared to the hidden of yesteryear, these days there's more contact in a Teamsters buffet line. They got better helmets now, they got better doctors. Used to be you sprained an ankle, you didn't have an MRI or an ultrasound, you walked it off. Let them play ball. And by the way, Jerry Springer rules.
Mark? That's debatable. Hey, coming up, the big hits around the league, like that one by Anthony Daigle. We're going to count them down for you. Take another look and take a couple of aspirin.
Roll into Pep Boys right now and get a full set of 4 70,000-mile tires for just $169. That's any size, any 4 70,000-mile tires in stock for just $169 at Pep Boys now.
237 on the ground, game 15.
All right, guys, we got a 34-minute turnaround on this one. Let's do it.
It can be 5 below zero or coming down in buckets. It doesn't matter. It doesn't buy you another second out here. From the minute that plane touches down to the minute it takes off, we're on.
Let's get a few more times on 8:15.
The whole crew. And there's no time to waste. But time isn't everything. Getting the job done right is.
Okay, I'm locking up the line.
So everybody pulls their weight. Everyone knows the drill. And we realize passengers don't really see this.
Have a late bag on your way, Bob.
No problem, Jerry. I'll take care of it.
Heck, it's a rare moment when they see us at all. But not a second goes by that we're not looking out for them.
479er coming in 11 minutes early, Bob.
I can't believe I'm losing my hair back here.
Like father, like son.
Yeah, right.
Look, if you want to regrow some hair, check this out.
Rogaine? Don't you need a prescription?
Not anymore.
How's it work? Rogaine goes to the root of your hair and for some people gets it to grow.
What have you got to lose?
Nothing, I guess, except more hair.
That's been easy to use.
And it's starting to work.
See, there's room for growth in every relationship.
Rogaine, medically proven to regrow hair.
Fastest man in football in action. Okay, Rocket, show us how easy it is to dial 1-800-COLLECT.
I just did it.
Did what?
Dialed 1-800-COLLECT.
You did?
Can we go to replay? 1-800-COLLECT. It's fast, it's easy, it saves.
In the NFL, there's a forbidden zone, off limits to TV cameras. Till now. Find out how the Cowboys and Vikings prepared for a Sunday showdown. Don't miss 6 days to Sunday, tonight after the NFL, an NFL on TNT special.
Mr. Slate, we know nothing of a murder. I will not confess to something I did not do.
Decide what honor really means. See Alec Baldwin in Dress Gray. Tuesday night at 8 on TNT.
Welcome back to the Steel postgame show as we count down the top 5 hits today in the National Football League. Seattle at Miami, O.J. McDuffie meet Robert Blackman. See Atlanta at Detroit, Ron Rivers pounding Eric Metcalf. San Diego, Denver, Charlie Jones, never heard the train. Steve Atwater got him. John Elway, he's going to step up. You might want to watch out for Chris Mims. And then San Francisco and St. Louis. That's Jerry Rice. Toby Wright just dropping by to say hello. How are you, legend?
Good, hang on, Beck.
All right, which brings us tonight's Tough Guy Award, as presented by Mark May.
My tough guy's the gritty quarterback, Stam Humphries. Here he gets drilled by number 59, Glenn Kidrev. But he's back up. Look at the blood on his chin. He gets it stitched up and he comes back in the game. Then Humphries, he gets hammered again by Alfred Williams. Watch this shot. Hoya! But Stan takes a licking and keeps on ticking. He comes back in the game even though he's dazed to try to lead the Chargers to victory, but he just can't.